So I'm going to show you how to make the Year 9 light box in SolidWorks. So the first thing you need to do is click on the New tab up here and then click on Part and then click on OK. And then we're going to go to the Sketch toolbar up here and we're going to click on the corner rectangle. Once you've done that, you need to bring your mouse over and hover over the front plane and you'll see it goes orange. If you click on that, it just selects the front plane and you'll be able to go to the axes here and draw yourself a rectangle. We're happy with that, so we click on the tick. What we're now going to do is dimension that rectangle. So we use the Smart Dimension tool up here over on the left hand side, and then we bring our mouse down to the line, click on the line that we want to Smart Dimension, and then click again. And we can type in this box the measurements that we want, and we want that to be 40, which is the height of our light box. We're then, while we're in the Smart Dimension tool, going to click on the bottom because we want to Smart Dimension that as well, and that is 100 for the side of our box. We click on the tick to say that we're happy with those measurements. We're now going to make it 3D, so we're going to go to the Features toolbar, so we click on the word Features and then click on Extrude Boss Base. And down here opens up a dialog box and we're going to put in 12 in that dialog box, which is 12 millimeters. Click on the tick, click on the tick again, and there's your side that's been extruded. If you hit Control and then 7 on your keyboard, it will make it as big as it can go in your screen. We're then going to draw in the finger joints, and we're going to do that by cutting away at the side. So we're going to go to Sketch, we're going to click on Corner Rectangle, and then we're going to click on this edge here. And you can see when I hover my mouse over, the edges go orange. So I'm going to click right down to the bottom here, and then I'm going to draw myself a rectangle like that, and it draws it on the front plane. Once I've drawn my rectangle, I'm going to go to Smart Dimensions and you click on the bottom and you make that 12. I'm going to click on the height of that rectangle and make that 20. And then I'm going to cut that away by using the Features tool, but this time the Extruded Cut. And I'm going to cut it all the way through, so through all, and click on the tick. And there you can see it's cut away the first side. I'm going to do the same on the other side. So I'm going to go to Sketch, Corner Rectangle, click on the front to tell the computer I'm drawing on the front, draw my rectangle, Smart Dimension my rectangle. It's the same as last time, 12, and then height 20. Click on the tick to say I'm happy with my dimensions. Go back to the Features bar, go to the Extruded Cut just like last time, and click Cut Through All. Click on the tick. And there's the first side of my box done. So I need to go and save that. So File, Save, and Save As. and then call it side 1. We're then going to do the second side. So I can go back to File here, New Part, click on OK. And the second side is going to be the same thing. I'm going to Sketch. I'm going to the corner rectangle. I'm clicking on the front plane. I'm going to the axes. I'm joining a rectangle. I'm clicking on the tick and smart dimensioning it. Clicking on the side here. It's going to be 40. On the side here, it's going to be 100. Click on the tick. Click on the tick here. And then going to extrude that, make it 3D. Going to extrude it to 12. Click on the tick, and there's my side. Control 7 will make it as big as it can go in the screen. I'm then going to go to Sketch, click on the rectangle tool, click on the front side because that's where I want to draw. That's essential that you do that. And then click from the corner and click from the front. And just like last time, we're going to smart dimension this to 20 and this to 12. Any difference is that we've put our rectangle at the top. So click on the tick and then go to Features. We're cutting all the way through. So cutting through all. Click on the tick. Back to Sketch. To the corner rectangle. Clicking on the front, because that's where I want to draw. And then clicking on the edge, drawing a rectangle. Click on the tick. Click on the smart dimension. Click on the edge. Set that to 20. Click on the tick. Smart dimension this one. Seem to have lost my smart dimension tool. Just click back on it. Click on this one. 12. Click on the tick. Click on the tick. Go to Features. Extruded cut. Cutting through all. Click on the tick. And there's your second side. So I'm going to go to Save, Save As, and I'm going to call it Side 2. And that's all we have to draw for the box, are the 2 sides. I know there's 4 sides to a box, but we actually only need 2 of those sides to make the box. So the next thing that you're going to do is click on New, but this time you're going to go to Assembly. You're going to click on OK. And because I've got my side 1 and 2 open, they automatically come in here. If they weren't there, I could click on the Browse button and browse for them. So the first thing I'm going to do is bring in my side 1 by clicking on it. And the first one that you bring in, so just move my mouse over here, is fixed in space. You can't move it after you bring it in. So make sure it's in the right orientation, it's looking the right way. So click, and that's fixed in. Now I'm going to go to Insert Components, and I'm going to insert inside 2. And I can click and fix that in. If I zoom out, you use my mouse wheel to zoom out, you can see now, if I click on Move Component, I can click on this component and move it around. But this one, if I click on that one, I can't move it around because it's fixed. It even says there it is fixed, it can't be moved. That was the first one that I put in. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to mate those together. So the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm just going to click off the Move component, is go to the Mate tool here. I'm going to tell the computer that I want to mate this front side here to this side here. And you can see it automatically moves it around. And you can see the two sides, or the two faces, are in here. And click on the tick. Now there's about 3 mates to every corner on a box that you do. So the next thing I'm going to do, I can press down my center mouse wheel and move this around, or I can use the cursor keys on my keyboard. And then I'm going to click on this side here and that bit there. And as you can see, it pulls it back in line with the edge. So I'm going to click on the tick there. So we're almost there. We're not quite there for that corner join. The last thing I need to do is click on the top here and click on the top here, and cleverly it knows to align those two together. Click on the tick. So that's just that corner done. I'm going to click on the tick again because I've finished mating all those together. Control 7 puts it as big as it can in the screen. Now I'm going to insert another component. So I'm going to go to Insert Components, and I'm again going to insert side 2. And there it is attached to my mouse, so click and set it down. This side 2 is going to go here. So I'm going to click on the Mate tool, and I'm going to click on the back here, and I'm going to click on the edge here, which turns it around. Click on the tick because I'm happy with that. Click on the back here, click on the back here. So it's not that one, I've done that one. Click on that one. You can check whether it's done it here. Click on the tick because I'm happy with that. And then click on the top here, and click on the top here, click on the tick because I'm happy with that. The last thing I'm going to do, click on the tick again because I'm happy with it all. The last thing I'm going to do is go to Insert Components and insert side 1 again, which, as you can see, fits on there. So I go to the Mate tool, and I click on this edge, and I click on this edge, and it pulls it in line. Click on the tick. I then click on the back, and then I click on the back here, pulls it in line, click on the tick. I then click on the top, and click on the top there, pulls it in line, and click on the tick. Click on all the ticks, and there is the box part of the Year 9 light. You can add a base by drawing a base in a new part and then adding it to this assembly. You can add a top, whatever you would like on the top, by drawing the top in a new part and then adding it to this assembly. I'm going to save this assembly as Year 9 So they've got it all together. I hope that's useful. I hope you can have a go at creating your own.